Okay, now we're down to the bonus dungeon, and as you can see where we are, we actually had one of our quests, or one of our hunts was down here. And if you are in New Game Plus, you can open this door, and it will take you into this secret area. Now, this floor, this bonus dungeon is 59 floors, and you have to do major tweaks to your characters. There's items that you find down here called cores. There's 8 different ones. I'll have what each core is and what it does in the video description. And another thing you want to do is have at least 20 treasure capes per set that you want to go down, because they're going to be very useful. And before I actually did any of this, I went through the first set of floors before the boss, and I just gathered cores, and then I made the ultimate gear and then readjusted from there. I'll have the equipment description in, well, the equipment that I have in the video description. This is the only video I'm probably going to actually have commentary to, because pretty much I use the exact same equipment setup and character setup for every battle. And the prizes that you win are random, so you really can't rely on those things that I pick up in this one, because they'll be randomized every time. So if you have at least the setup that I have, you're going to be fine. Now, another thing to watch out for around here is, of course, any of these enemies, because you have to have at least the only time you can do more than 1 point of damage to them is if you hit with critical. So I definitely made adjustments so you have critical plus. And if you do run into enemies, you should use Muppy's change ability, because it changes them all to ponies. And while they're still kinda strong, they're not gonna they're gonna be far weaker than they actually would be. They have nowhere near as devastating attacks or anything like that. And of course, after each boss that we handle, well, each video is gonna be one boss. And I won't be showing me transversing through the whole area. I'm just only doing it for this part because I need something to talk through. And as you see, here's one of the cores right here. That's a metal core. That one, I believe, has magic attack up ++ and SP up ++. And it took me about 5 hours to tweak everything for all the characters that I have, and I still didn't fully do it because I didn't do some of the people I didn't do, which is exchange down, which is you make a really good item and then you put it towards a lesser creation to put it into your final creation. Now, another reason why you want to use treasure case is because, besides making you invincible, and they also make it a lot easier to go through these places. And they only have about 30 seconds to actually last. I thought they were only one per section, but it's actually 30 seconds roughly. And also, when you're going through bosses, you're most likely going to trigger nighttime conditions. And another thing you definitely want to have on your characters is speed ++. Because you're definitely going to want the speed, because you want to be able to act as fast as possible, because these guys are fast and they can hit pretty hard. And let's see this little section here. Now, I went through here, and if you want to gather cores, I say just gather cores until you get to the boss, or if you're in danger, just leave, because the whole point is just to gather cores. And I was just getting at least about 3 for everybody. At least 3 cores. 3 of each core you can get, which is there's only about 6 you can get down here. And my mistake, I meant there was actually 10 different cores. So I'll have those listed. So this is our boss. I would say he's probably not the hardest. He's like right in the middle of the difficulty. This is a Darvero. He's demon type, has 50,000 hit points, nullifies all status elements. He has a knockback ability, stat boost ability, and he has HP regen, but it's not like regenerate every round. It's his special ability, which gives him replenishes a whole bunch of hit points. Now, of course, this is pretty much the standard thing I'll do in every battle, which is set up my charges. I'll always pretty much have Anna, Roxis, and Flay as the starting party because I want to set Vayne up for the variable strike, and I need to get Flay set up to do extra damage. Now, in this particular battle, it's not too important for Flay to have the boost, well, the lightning attribute, just the attack boost. Now, later battle, this will be important. Now, let's see, I think I should, now this is a good setup right here. It'll go right into burst mode, and with that, we'll set up for a variable strike. And since we got our hardest hitters, this is definitely going to do a lot of damage. You definitely want to try to keep that combo going. Luckily, you can keep the burst going because there's going to be you're going to be dropping a lot of criticals.
So much trouble.
Now, even though this guy's a demon type, I probably will not have Flay straight up attack him because it eats too much of the first gauge, and he's better off using his special abilities.
Let's get this over with.
Now, usually, sometimes people choose to use the one that boosts their speed or makes it so that enemies during nighttime condition are a little weaker.
I'll just do as always.
I don't use that one. I use the one that reduces. I use the one that reduces SP cost because, well, it's a lot easier for me, and I can easily deal with the actual power boost. It's not much of one. Well, relatively, it's not much of one. And this is his healing ability, and that amount increases about 50% of that each time. So, yeah. But luckily we got some overrounds charging, and we're going to use some Chaos Devotion.
Don't interfere.
And I put a tiny little challenge on myself. I will not be using that finishing burst in any of the battles. I know it's not really much of a restriction, but
Let's get this over with. Don't interfere.
And since this is Vayne's last hit, we're gonna switch it out.
I will support you. Concentrate your mind.
And as you can see, I have everybody with Regenerate.
You will see. Momentary mastery. Dimension slash. Here I go.
I thought that was gonna make her go a little quicker before Barrow, but that's okay. And another thing about these characters that you fight here, they're references. Well, they're characters from Atelier Iris 3. I can't give you much details about them because I haven't actually played that game. But you'll be seeing the other ones soon enough. And pretty much I use this same strategy on all the enemies, like all the bosses here. And about that, exile, changing burst. And there he goes. Yeah, it does that. And when you defeat a boss, you have, well, there's a little area either before the boss themselves or right near them that has 3 treasure chests. Well, except for the final one. And they will have random items. These are the special treasures that you can only get here, and you have to get these to get 100% on your rating. Well, encyclopedia. I won't be doing that. It's not worth it. The rumor isn't worth it because you already beat everybody in the game by that time, so we'll just take ourselves and get past this one, and after you defeat the enemy, you go up another floor to a teleport that will take you back out. So, next up, the rest of the bosses.